Hey, howdy. So I just got off the comm with my dad, and then a good friend of mine, Fozzie Foswald, and was telling him about my preparations for Mars. And I thought, well, I think that maybe a little show and tell might be in order for what's to come. And so I'm gonna go ahead and take you on a little tour through the house here in just a moment. Right, so normally this is during the day and sunshine and stuff, and not really using all the lights like this on a regular basis. But here it is, the Castle Fate in all its glorious disorder as we prepare to bail out and head to Mars. I love this. Let's see if I can get this to work from here. Oh, just a couple. There we go. A little closer. Twinkle, 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 twinkle. I'm really not a big fan of like sequins, but right there they're okay. There are the pillars of fate. There's the gloom lantern. There's honey. There's the forest. Gotta close up this window and take off the war that's raging on the two mountains is too close. The energy parasites are heading down the hills. There's Temple of Forbidden Eye. Time Tour's picture. This is the now, which you don't see here. Okay. Except for this stuff here, what you see was the Vicky. It still is the Vicky. She's now going to be an integrated part of the pod. And then all the backpacks have been removed from the battery. You can see it quiet and silent over there. But that's going to be adjusted too. I'll have my backpack, but the other two are going into storage. Here we are inside of the hallway. Now I'll get you a tour of the hallway, all the photos that I put up for castles, give you that idea, that carry the theme in from the Castle Fate. And here's the Warden hiding under her hat. Warden, are you going with us to Mars? And Stitch over here. Now we'll go straight across the hallway. Here's the stalls, as it's sometimes referred to, the boys' room. Let's see, this it would be if you were to turn it like this. I guess you're looking. I don't know which way you're looking at it. Either way, it's further away. You put a horse standing up in there, be the stalls type of thing. Anyway, so before we get into the other aspects of things, we go here into my Oza room. Everything's green for Oza. Oh, there's the engineer. And that's the Gish of Oz. This is kind of representation of the forest here with the Temple of Oza, mountain in the background, volcano in the background, waterfall off to the side. This is the meadow with the forest. Well, sorry, I was vacuuming earlier. What you can't see under the snake are all these beads, and that makes the meadow with the forest being the apple. Now, what you have is the snake creating these coils, kind of looks like the Milky Way. And here you have Ian and Angie, and me in the center, and then the orbiting of the situation, the distance, the connection, the system, that type of thing, I suppose. And then into the tower proper. And you've got the office and the workshop, and over here is there wasn't the aquarium in the other room. The boys have the shark tank. I have the aquarium. Here's the aquarium in my bed. The armoire, the folders. This is all magic stuff. And then down here is all reference stuff. And this used to be out in the commons. And then on the bottom, all of this stuff is my reference materials. All the archive and history of the Castle Fate, Isle of Fate, prior stuff, the forest, the creation of it. Here's the supply closet. And then I think we're ready to transition, so I'm going to go ahead. Well, it used to be a couple of different aspects or parts of the home that were available. We turn on the gloom lantern and we can enter the gloom. There's a forest in the gloom. And that's the commons. The commons used to be accessible in the gloom, but now it's just dark. Going through the hallway, you can't really see anything. Red light, spooky. Here is those in the gloom. And here's the shark tank. Bloop, 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 bloop. I know it's dark. Deal with it. And then the office often went into gloom as a reminder of the papers all over the place. They lit up, illuminated, and it reminded me that I had much paperwork to do. You can't see anything, it's too dark. Okay. Now, what we'll do is we'll transition from the gloom into the idea of Orbital 1. And I'll try to tell you about this. Okay, now Orbital 1 doesn't have the commons. Sorry, I'm trying to shut off the gloom lantern here. There it is. The switch is being a little tricky. Anyway, Orbital 1. There we go. I need to go over here. In the dark, you can't see what's going on. And I'll do this. Here we are. Welcome to Orbital 1. The window's over here, inside of the kitchen, looking out on to Mars. And there's a dining and workstation in Orbital 1. There, you can't quite see it. It's a little dark. It's easier to see when you're here. There's a medical bay. And, well, we'll go. This is toiletries and stuff like that. And medical bay. That's a temporary need for light. Now, this room is also part of Orbital 1. I never really figured out the function for it. I mean, this is where I put the boys. It's kind of, it is quarters. The stacks, the hibernation chambers, I suppose. Because there isn't any other. And then when I go through, see, I'm in the hall. You can't see, it's dark. But when I go into what would be my room, I'm outside of Orbital 1. And there it is, Orbital 1. This is, I can't hold this and spin this at the same time. Anyway, this goes round and round for the anti-gravity. Or inside one of them. Here's the other. And then this is Shuttle Obi-Wan. We just kind of bloop, bloop. Okay. And then I've transferred Honey into this temporary holding tank for the move, because she's going to go up there with me. And so we go back into Orbital 1. And I think that's pretty much everything. Let me get some lights back on. What was I using before? Oh, here we are. Now, Orbital 1 is a transition of sorts, going around Mars, and there's the light. And here we are in what will be, you can't see anything, can you? What will be Martian Station. Martian Station is where we're moving to, and its reduced size is causing us to reduce our inventory and restructure the way that we're going to be living. So this chair, that table, gone, gone, gone. Pillars of Fate also going to be put away. The lamppost probably. I'll probably be able to get out. Actually, I wonder if I could take the Pillars of Fate and do something with them. The engine is going. I think I'm going to be drilling on Mars. I might be able to turn it into... Well, I'm going to need something to generate the power up there. So I'll put it all together. Let me flip you around.